Hey YouTube, it's Jindrak here with another video, and if you see, I got all this stuff out, a lot of stuff, and this is the topic video that I'm deciding to do after watching this Triple H Thy Kingdom Come Blu-ray. It talks about evolution and a fifth member. There was a guy named Mark Jindrak. I'm sure a lot of people may know who he is, and a lot of people may not know who he is. If it would try to mess around and get that in there, but yeah, what the story goes is that that Mark Jindrak was supposed to be a fifth member, and Triple H said their chemistry wasn't working too well, or whatever. He just didn't feel that Mark Jindrak was the guy to do it, and yeah, and he ended up not being in there and never making it big, except for being Kurt Angle's lackey for a few months, and that didn't even last very long. And this is just the backstory on it. The evolution is Triple H, Randy Orton, Batista, and Ric Flair. The two veterans, Ric Flair and Triple H, are teaching the two young guys, Batista and Randy Orton. And what I'm thinking is, what would happen if Mark Jindrak would have been in there? Would have Evolution have lasted as long as it did? Or would Randy Orton and Batista got over as much as they did and become like the two of the biggest stars that WWE's ever had? But yeah, I'm gonna show you some stuff that I got. But yeah, what I even had this shirt, this Randy Orton shirt, if Mark Jindrak would have been in, and it wouldn't have went so well, and they just scrapped the whole thing, and would they have been able to be stars? I got this WrestleMania 20 when Ric Flair and Randy Orton and Batista fought Mick Foley and The Rock. Would that have happened if it would have lasted? It wouldn't have lasted that long if something would have happened. I got this Raw 15th Anniversary DVD. Oh, that's the wrong disc. And would there have been Evolution beats up Randy Orton? Would there have been Randy Orton turning on them, or would it have just been scrapped? Would Mark Jindrak be the guy that was famous and popular like Batista and Randy Orton? Would there have been a Randy Orton Evolution of a Predator DVD? I don't know. This is what I don't know about. Like, it talks about evolution on this, I think, somewhere on there, but I'm not gonna try to go through everything on there. But yeah, it's just, would Batista have even gotten his own DVD if this wouldn't have lasted as long? I don't think that Randy Orton and Batista would have been big stars. Like, if that would have happened, I don't think they would have made success. Like, I don't think Batista would have won the Royal Rumble and turned against them and all that stuff. The greatest stars of the 21st century, there's Batista right there and Randy Orton right there. Would they have even been on this? Triple H and Ric Flair already legitimized themselves, but this bumped them up even more. Armageddon 2003, at the end of it, when they all had gold, yeah, they were all at the end of the show. They all lifted up their title, and yeah, then Vengeance 05. I'm just showing some of the stuff that I have that Evolution led to. I guess sorta, somewhat, Batista and Triple H. I don't have a lot of the older shows, but yeah, like this, Batista and Triple H and Undertaker and Randy Orton. Would that have ever happened if Ric Flair or Randy Orton wouldn't have made it too far out of Evolution? I don't think they would have made it far if they weren't in Evolution, and if Evolution would have crashed. Like, see, there's Randy Orton right there. Got some Randy Orton magazine covers or whatever. I don't think he would have been on as many covers as he is. And there's still more covers that I don't even have. Ric Flair Definitive Collection. I'm pretty sure it talked a little bit on the Evolution thing. And, yeah, right there, Evolution. I don't think that there would have been a part of that on the DVD if it wouldn't have went so well with Mark Jindrak. I'm just thinking that if Mark Jindrak was in it, I don't think it would have went well, but look, would Batista be on this thing, this little picture, the trick-or-treat bag, Randy Orton too. Would there have been Undertaker 15-0? Well, there probably would have been a DVD of that, but would there have been a match with Undertaker and Randy Orton and him versus Batista? I don't think that would happen if they weren't. If they would have just stopped soon, they wouldn't have probably made themselves. I know Randy Orton had a little bit going for him since he was Bob Orton's son, but I don't think he would have made it anyway. Look, Randy Orton in a giant coloring book. Let's try to find this page. I think there's that one. He's got one in here. Let me try to find it real quick. I don't think that he would be in coloring books and stuff like that. I don't know where the heck he's at. He's got to be in here. Alright, whatever. I couldn't find it. But would Randy Orton be on this cup? Would he be on the souvenir cups and stuff? Would Randy Orton be on the second biggest picture in the encyclopedia? Let's take a look at this. There's Batista. Look how big of a thing he's got for being in WWE for about 8 years. That's a big compared to like some of the other people. Trying to find something. He's got a way bigger thing than Big John Studd, and he was in WWE for a long time. Big Boss Man. Let me flip over some more. Look, Evolution even has like a whole half of a page. It's insane that they're all got the gold. They're all in their nice suits in front of the cars. I don't think this would have ever happened if Mark Jindrak would have been the 5th member. I think the 5th member would have made it too much. And there, look, here's Mark Jindrak. He got a 1/4 of a page. Not even a 1/4 of a page. And there's no title reigns. And the only thing that he got good for him was just being with freaking Kurt Angle. And they filmed stuff, but they filmed it without him too, so in case a month later it didn't work out because Triple H already knew what was going to happen. Look at this. Randy Orton got the same page as Macho Man Randy Savage. Mark Jindrak's page is just the beginning, like the intro to Macho Man or Randy Orton. And then look, Ric Flair talks about him coming back to WWE and being the Evolution, and Triple H got 2 pages. It's crazy. Talks about Evolution there, and I'm probably gonna do a couple pictures and some Evolution music after this. But yeah, I'm gonna do a separate clip of me showing you a few pictures, and then I'm gonna do like a video added onto it. Like I'm gonna show you a few pictures from my iPod, and then I'm gonna make a video. But yeah, let's get to the next clip. Alright, the next clip for this is just a couple Evolution pictures. There's the logo. There's them at the end of 2003 Armageddon. I don't think... What would it have looked like if Mark Jindrak would have been there? What would he be doing? Just sitting there? It's not right because tag team titles, mid-card title, world title. What would Mark Jindrak be holding? Their coats or something? I don't know what would happen if that would have happened. There's them coming out. There's them. They even got their own figures set. There's them beating on Scott Steiner. There's them just celebrating right there. And who would ever thought this dude right here would have been one of the biggest stars in WWE? I would never thought that. And yeah, just because he was Bob Orton's son, I never thought he would have been the biggest star. Neither this guy, this dude with the briefcase, Deacon Batista, I never thought he would have made it big either. But yeah, they ended up Randy Orton leaving first. He got the world title, and Triple H turned on him, and then Batista turned on Triple H when he won the Royal Rumble. I never really thought about it. I didn't even know about this Mark Jindrak thing until like today. I may have heard it before, but never really paid much attention to it, but I never knew about this. But, yeah, sorry to Mark Jindrak, don't hate you, but you would have killed Evolution. It wouldn't have lasted as long as it did. It's like a 1.5 year long thing. And and that's crazy. It's better than freaking Aces and Eights. I know it started, they controlled Raw, and then it started to die around late 04, and they made 2 stars out of the group and made Triple H and Ric Flair even more stars, because Ric Flair wasn't doing much, and it just made Triple H look even more better. But yeah, now I'm gonna do some a video with Evolution music, and it's gonna have some Randy Orton pictures of magazines and figures and other stuff, then with titles, and Batista too. And yeah, I never would have thought Mark Jindrak, never would have thought these guys would have made it big if it wasn't for Evolution. But yeah, let's get to the last part of the video.
Evolution. Evolution is a mystery, full of change that no one sees. Clock makes a fool of history. Yesterday's too long ago. Don't agree with what I know. Tomorrow